Welcome to the Tar and Feather Podcast. Here are your hosts, Mustached Vet and Ganglion Cortex.
Oh, you caught me. I was doing the Trump dance. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So, yeah, it's that awkward old man dance.
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
All right. Welcome to Tar and Feather Podcast. I'm Mustache Vet. Next to me, that way, it's Ganglion Cortex.
Hello.
How are you, Ganglion?
I'm doing excellent today.
Sweet. We have guests.
We do.
All right. We have Dan and Laura Keil from Veteran Post Tour.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are you?
How's it going?
Excellent.
We're great.
Woo!
How are you guys?
So excited to have you.
Yeah, I can't complain. I took the day off of work for this.
Oh, nice.
I did not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I take over.
No, but I am pretty excited. Got everything done today. Little Emma got a bath in right before I came up here, so got all the chores and got the kiddo ready for bed. So we're pretty excited.
Ooh,
Nice.
A pretty exciting evening, I guess you'd say. Got my workout in. Now I get to see you all.
Oh, yeah.
We get to
Sounds
talk
perfect.
about your ventures, about your nonprofit, about your YouTube channel, about your pretty faces. Because you get to see them on YouTube, just like you are now.
yeah. We know.
Oh,
Pretty
all right.
cool.
Yeah,
You get to
without
see 'em.
further ado, let's get a brief description from Veteran Post Tour.
You want
Yeah.
to
Sure.
take the lead on that one?
Sure, why not? So Veterans Post Tour started when Laura was asked to play a gig at the American Legion in Wyandotte, Michigan, Post 217, right on the river. Beautiful little post.
Oh, yeah.
And she asked me if I could back her up on the guitar and backup vocals at the American Legion. And I was like, what's the American Legion? I didn't know what the American Legion was. I knew what the VFW was. I didn't know what the American Legion
Right.
was.
Obviously, I was like, you don't know what the American Legion is? Duh!
True.
I always thought it was like the Moose Lodge, or like the elk, like
Right?
whatever.
The Eagles, or the Eagles,
had-
you know?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get it.
So we went there and we played, and I was like, oh man, this is awesome. This is for veterans. Like, oh, cool. I thought it was really cool. And again, like I knew about the VFW, but I had never been to a VFW. This is 10 years out of the service. And so after that, I joined. We played another gig there. And
Yeah, that's when you joined us the second time we played there.
yeah.
Because like when we first got there and I announced that he was a veteran, everyone was like, as soon as we took a break, they're like, why aren't you a member? Blah, 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 blah. They're really desperate to get younger members and younger members that too.
Like, hey, sign these.
Yeah. And
Get
so
this. Do you have your DD-214 on you in your pocket?
he
Right?
actually does.
I keep it in the car now, actually. It's in the glove box, just in case. You
Right.
never know.
So yeah. But after that, like we went back the second time and like he filled out the app and paid for his first membership, and then we went to all the legions that we could find after that
Yep.
everywhere.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it works for all of them. So
Yeah.
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, we went to like a ton. We went to like 4 in one day, and then we tried to find this other one in Detroit that isn't really a legion, but someone pays apparently for 12 memberships or something like that. And
Oh,
so
wow.
we saw the flags, and like we were at the address, and we're like, "Where's the canteen, man?"
Yeah, it's just
Scrap it.
the house, basically.
Yeah, But,
you're entering through somebody's backyard, like just chilling on their porch.
literally
Pretty much.
what it looked like.
Yep.
Yes, that's totally what it looked like. But then,
This is a cool flag setup.
oh, well, I mean, we could see the flag set up
Oh,
from
yeah.
like the
Right.
street, but we just couldn't get in there. Like there was no way to get in there at all. It was not
Be
possible.
one of the 12.
Yeah. So after that, one of those times that we were there, that's when I'm like, we should start a YouTube show.
Yeah.
And like visit different posts and showcase them. And Dan just took it and ran with it.
Yeah. I was like, hell fucking yeah.
Yeah, really excited
I
about
was like, let's fucking do that. And here we are, we fucking, we created a nonprofit and registered 501c3, and we, the episodes that we make for each individual post is completely free to the post. It costs them absolutely nothing other than their time, which is what is already like at all these posts. It's, it's all about time. And of course donations help, but it's all about helping the post individually at the individual post level. If the post can get 1 or 2 new members from the video that we make and put out there, then that's
makes a big difference.
And then just educating the masses about the benefits of both the Legion, VFW, and the AMVETS, and getting that out there. If it's not specific to that post, but maybe someone sees an episode and they look up their local post and they go and they join. Yeah. Hey, that's a win. That's a win.
And I mean, we've actually heard that from commanders. They're like, oh, I watched the video on this place and I came here to sign up after I watched the video, which is really cool. And a lot of veterans aren't a part of it, and they really need young blood. And that's another thing is like, it's really a matter of like veterans help veterans, and it's important for these organizations to stick around and evolve accordingly to the generations that are coming up, so that way they can stay forever. You can't want more members and then not expect change to occur. It's just going to happen, and that's the biggest problem that we see with a lot of these posts is that push and pull towards, yes, we want new members, but we don't want to change anything the way it is. We don't want to accommodate. So there's a catch-22 there that needs to be addressed. But if the posts who have moved forward and have embraced that, they've been extremely successful, and we've definitely seen that in our time doing this for sure. Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, they're a veterans organization, and they help other veterans. Just going there, I think, for veterans and talking to other veterans is a great therapy. I think for a lot of, and I mean, that's
absolutely.
There are things, there's things that Dan can't talk to me about, because, I wouldn't understand. Right. And that's okay. But like, as long as there's a place where he can actually go and open up about that, and other veterans too. And I think it helps a lot, and it keeps veterans from committing suicide too. And that's another thing that's really important.
I would say it's like the front line, really, just being able to talk to someone about what's going on.
Corey, what were you were a second vice at your VFW post?
I was a junior vice.
Junior vice.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's right.
For a short time.
Yeah.
And
cool.
then, I did see that play out. The the ebb and flow and like the competing interest of like people who've been there a long time, and maybe changing with what's current.
Right.
So.
Like more entertainment coming in.
I love seeing that your latest video and how active they are in the community. And I think when they're real active in the community, that's like their success, because that's how people see them. That's their exposure beyond the canteen itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would agree with that too.
Definitely.
I feel like it gives the VFW or the American Legion a purpose, and it almost gives you a purpose because you're a part of that. You're a part of something bigger than yourself, and you're a part of that community that's driven to, help out kids for school or Christmas, helping with presents for, kids that are a little bit less fortunate. Right. So, I think that purpose and drive, I mean, that's essentially what we talk about almost every episode is, that purpose, that what makes you go, what keeps you alive, what keeps you 6 feet above the ground or above the ground. We don't hover, but what keeps you above the ground, right? Yeah, right. I mean, Dan, that's a different story. But yeah, so like, the purpose is big. People need to see people need to see themselves in a positive light rather than all of the trauma and the negative that they've gone through. Like, we already hash through that stuff every day in our heads. Why do we need to, when we go to the VFW American Legion, you can talk to people about it or not talk to people about it.
Right.
Most veterans don't have to talk about it. We don't have to bring up the war, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, that's a big thing that we've been getting in all of, at all of the posts we've been to, is like, we don't just sit here and tell war stories.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right.
do all these other things and we have all this fun, and we need to carry this on. I mean, there's been some pretty sweet, posts that we've seen. Bova out in Westland. I mean, they have a huge property. They had hookups. They had like this little beer garden, you know. I mean, they had tons of memorials. They had a stage. They had like 2 pavilions. There was so much to be done, and they were doing a lot already,
Right.
and they were getting a lot of younger people to come out, and they had like a pretty fine array of ages, I would say, of people that were there.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good dynamic.
Yeah. And that's another thing, is like, we also hope that like other posts can see what other posts are doing and like get ideas about things that they can do, because not only that, like when you pick a niche too, like that's another thing, is like,
Right.
there's a post we want to visit in near Indianapolis, and
Right.
they have a gaming room, like a video gaming room.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Like for esports and stuff, to like play Madden or whatnot. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's perfect for the teenagers and the kids to be able to have their own like little room to be able to do their thing, or like an arcade, or like even pinball machines and stuff like that go a long way for kids.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
awesome.
There's definitely
It's like
a couple Legion and VFWs that we've been to that have, like pinball, and one Legion we go to a lot has a kids corner.
It's a designated kids corner.
Yeah.
Games, toys, and they have, Pac-Man and like was it Galaga and pinball and all that stuff, and it keeps them entertained for a while. I think they have like an Xbox too in the corner.
They do.
Yeah.
They have a pool table too there, so but
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's another one of their successes, is that they have that kids corner. That's essential to their success. And they definitely have a younger crowd at that particular post. They do. And they also have a couple other they have like the Canadian Legion there too. And there's a couple other
there's another American Legion post there.
Okay, that's what it is.
And
I can't remember.
And there's a couple other, I think, like unions or something that like meet there and stuff like that. So they do a lot of
like the Teamster unions and whatnot.
Something like that. Like,
okay,
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you got a community town hall, and that's what it's kind of being used for, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Some posts
Rent some space out. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, they even make some money there too. Rent a room out. Yeah.
Well, that's one, like, I mean, like the VFW tonight, like they're having like the firefighters union meeting is there tonight. So like, glad I got out of there before that. Shit happened, I'll tell you what. But like, it's like, totally. You got like unions that come in there and hold their meetings and stuff.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, I've heard of people having their weddings at VFW Post and other functions. Rent it out.
Yep.
There's also posts that don't actually have a physical place. Like they actually rent spots and they have their meetings in those spots, and they just do things in the community and they organize them at different places. So it's a totally different model of it. Like there's also American Legions and VFWs that are just rental halls and they only hold their meetings there. They don't even have like a canteen. Like you can't walk in there at any time. And that's another thing, is like, we also notice, like, going on the road, we try to stop at VFWs and American or any kind of veterans organization that we see that's like that. There was one that we stopped at, it was closed, and this guy was a member. He's like, I thought they were open today. This sucks. We were like, I wanted to go in, but it was some kind of off like veterans bar, like in Southeast Ohio, like by West Virginia, where there's like more veterans per square capita than anywhere else in the United States. So finding legions and VFW halls to like be able to go to and sit down and eat something was like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The American Legion does not have a database that is up to date and comprehensible at all. It's not informative. It doesn't like say anything about it. And then, the VFW doesn't have anything like that at all on their site at all.
It's tough.
At all.
Actually, earlier today, I was on the VFW site trying to use their Find a Post tool, and it took several times until it actually finally started to work. It just kept taking me back to the homepage, and I had to search a different way because the way I was searching wasn't working. So I had to do it a different way, and I finally was starting to get results.
So they do have a search page?
Yeah, but it was...
So the best thing I've been able to do is go onto Google Maps and type in VFW or American Legion, and then it takes you either to their website or on Google Maps, it'll actually show you their business hours.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's updated, sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's pictures uploaded, sometimes there's not.
Yeah.
So it's all a matter of if you want to become a member to these posts, there's plenty. I think there's about 15 to 18 American Legions and VFWs within the Reading, Pennsylvania area, like within about 25 to 30-minute drive of me. So I haven't been to any of the ones here yet. I'm a member in one in Newport, Pennsylvania, which is right outside of Harrisburg. And they're pretty sweet. They have a 9-hole golf course.
Nice.
So it's pretty awesome. We
wow.
always, me and my buddy Zach always go play some 9 holes, drink a few beers. We're out there in flip-flops and cowboy hats, just whacking golf balls into the forest.
That's cool.
So,
that sounds like we need to visit that post.
Yes.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, we'll get you guys down here, and then we'll have to do a podcast, and we'll have to do a veterans post tour as well, so we can get all that done. Maybe a couple interviews for you and us.
There you go.
Be pretty sweet, and then play around of golf.
Yeah, I suck at golf. Ugh.
That doesn't matter.
I'm okay at putt-putt.
Oh yeah, I can do that all day long. That's easy.
My short game's okay.
I'll get you on the green, Dan. I'll get you on the green, and then you can finish it out.
Perfect. Teamwork.
Yeah.
Right on.
And Laura, if you just want to hang out with Julia, that's fine too. It doesn't matter to me. We'll just go out there. We'll take 3 carts and we'll just whack some golf balls.
Yeah, I like to drive the cart and like drink.
There we go.
It's so much fun.
A golf cart. It's just a golf cart.
The only place where it is actually okay to drink and drive.
Not becoming inebriated to the point where I can't drive it. Just. All right, I'm probably incriminating myself here.
Not into the lake.
I don't know if you can do that on a golf course, but incriminate yourself. All right, hey, let's watch that video. Since we're 19 minutes in, let's watch that video now.
I had never heard of the American Legion before.
He had never been to a Legion before.
A lot of these young veterans don't even know anything about us.
I did not know what the American Legion was out of 26 years.
These younger veterans, guys from Afghanistan, Iraq, we don't have a lot of those vets here yet.
The reason I think the young veterans should come is to meet other young veterans.
Have a place to go to where they can be with other veterans.
If you can sit down and talk to somebody, it helps a lot.
The older crowd who has been running these for so long is starting to die out.
Come out and join your fellow comrades, your fellow veterans.
You need to come up here and give it a try.
We're a big family. We're a big family.
I
Impressive.
Yeah. And you guys just came out with the video last week. Where's it at? I just had you guys up on my...
Wait, that was the
screen.
wrong one, huh?
No, that was the right one, wasn't it?
No, that was the first one.
Oh, no, we got to do it again.
That was the teaser video.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, coming.
This one.
The mission of Veterans Post Tour is to bring attention to veteran service organizations like the American Legion, VFW, and help drive membership specifically among younger veterans and younger veterans' families.
The Veterans Post Tour started when Dan and I actually got asked to play American Legion Hall. I needed another guitarist, and Dan happened to play.
We decided that we should start filming different posts, highlighting what makes them special and getting them out there so that other veterans can learn about organizations like the American Legion, VFW, AMVETS, and have a place to go to where they can be with other veterans.
We see more and more that the older crowd is starting to die out. And a lot of these people have been involved for so many years and decades, and they hate to see it die, but they need fresh blood and they want fresh blood.
This was something that I really wanted to do and something that I'm very passionate about, and it combines two of my favorite things, being a veteran and making videos. I hope that you all enjoy these videos as much as myself and Laura have enjoyed making them, and there's going to be plenty more to come, so stick around.
Oh,
Yeah.
and so it's not coming soon. It is already here, and their latest video, your guys' latest video, is posted 13 days ago. So, that was VFW post 4553 in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, that was in the heart of Southwest Detroit, and like Southwest Detroit is like, it's also called Mexican Town. So most of the Latinos are in Southwest Detroit. And this post, there were Latino members there, but not as much as I thought there would be. I guess there was way more before that. So it was a cool tiny post to film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of cool stuff in the community, and it was a fun place.
Yeah.
You guys were cool.
They were. It was a hoot.
It was a hoot.
So how many posts have you gone to overall?
So total, we're probably looking at maybe 9 total now.
Well, that we filmed.
He's
asking how many. Oh, are you asking how many we filmed or how many we've been to?
How many veterans posts are on YouTube? Individual that you've put out so far.
Right now, I think we've got 7 on there, if I'm not mistaken. Then we've got a video on the American Legion Riders, specifically the West Virginia chapter, for their statewide run that we followed them on.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more in the can right now that are currently in the edit process. So look out for those next couple of episodes here in the upcoming months. And we're working on getting new posts scheduled and filmed as soon as we can. So
nice.
Yeah. Well, we also need funds too to do that. There's a lot of posts we want to visit outside of Michigan. We don't, but like it's so much easier and less expensive for us to stay in the vicinity. I mean, Ohio too, and Indiana, but like there's places in Florida we want to go to that we've heard a lot about. There's places out in Arizona, California, New Mexico, lots of places, Colorado. Everybody's always dropped like a really cool like post to go and visit because some of these are like really unique. Some of them are just insanely awesome, and some of them are right on the beach. I mean they're very unique, and that's what's cool about them. That's what's really cool about it too.
Yeah. Finding all these different posts and how cool and different they are is just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh crap! You guys got this, or damn, you're like in the middle of nowhere. It's awesome. Like hell yeah.
Well, they're in the middle of nowhere, the Dollar General, like a few, like 100 feet away.
Yes, of course. You never be too far from a Dollar General.
Oh my God, that was one we noticed that like when we were out, and we're like, oh my God, all these Dollar Generals in the middle of nowhere.
All over.
There's nothing. There's a Dollar General.
All over. Oh.
It's like you see on one corner, like catty corner, there's 2 of them. Like you step outside of one and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. A Dollar General. Let me just go on over there.
It used to be a Starbucks. Now it's a Dollar General.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the.
Was it the Lewis Black joke where he walks out of a Starbucks and he's like, "By golly, let's go get a cup of Joe."
Yeah.
And then he walks over to another Starbucks.
Yep. And then there's the Simpsons episode where remember the entire mall turns into Starbucks stores. Oh, it's an older one.
I haven't seen
too.
that
It
one.
was like at the beginning of the Starbucks, like I don't know, Big Bang, the Starbucks Big Bang.
I wasn't
Right.
in the country then. So.
Well, that
It's like when Starbucks and Subway were just buying everything.
Oh wow.
Got a corner
Back when.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Either on the end of a strip mall or like smack dab right in the middle next to the gym.
Or both. Or
Both.
both.
They're closing a ton of them now.
Good.
Yeah, they bought too many. That's what happens. You
Yeah.
priced yourself out.
Nobody needs Starbucks.
That's like putting the same gas station on, like putting a Shell on one block end and then on another, bookending it on another end. That's what they do. And then they're like, "Oh no, I wonder why we got to close this down."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dorks. Good thing about VFWs and American Legions,
They're not competing.
good thing about American Legions and VFWs is there's a lot of them, and they're not all right on top of each other.
Right?
So you can go find one close to your house, or you can travel an extra 10 minutes to go to a different one if you like it.
That's true.
Yeah.
For the
Probably one
most part,
nearby.
yeah. I know there's, I don't know how many there are in Tucson for you, Corey, but like I said, there's at least
there was, like,
15
at one point, I think there was like 9.
Well, and there's
of each or all of them.
I was looking
9
up.
VFWs.
And there's at least
All right.
or whatever.
double digits of within a 20 to 30 minute radius of us. Like,
I would say so too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, you guys are crushing it on the amount of videos that you have already up, and that's just in your vicinity. That's within an hour's driving distance, right? You guys have been able to go to all these.
on most of them, yeah.
Yeah, we went to Texas. We did
Yeah.
we did Bedford, and we
Yeah.
did West Virginia too. So
Yeah. So that
most
was
of them are in
Whoa.
Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Texas one was cheating. You went to go visit your family.
Well, hey, whatever
Cheaters.
whatever it takes, whatever it
It's called a bonus.
takes. Two birds with one stone.
Exactly. Convenient. How convenient. Your hometown, Dan.
Yep.
I tried to get into my hometown at the American Legion there, and like
Right.
the commander was like, "The idea doesn't really excite me. Let me check with all the other officers." Like, no, we're gonna pass on that. And then he was like, "Oh, we want new members. We need new members. We need younger members." And I'm like, "What? You're not doing anything to get them. Like, come on,
Right.
man."
Yeah,
It was-
you got
It was
to
ridiculous.
be out there.
So
Yeah. So, and what they don't realize is if you put in like the post name into YouTube, it populates your channel. It populates your video. So, and they're like, "Oh, this is what the inside of this VFW looks like," because they're all different. Or for the most part, they're different.
Unique.
So,
Oh yeah. They are.
yeah,
They are.
they are. They're all very unique. They're
Yeah.
all, and that's just like we were saying. This is one of the coolest things about it.
Yep.
You know, and that was the
All
point
right.
of doing the show.
Yeah, so that's a point that can be brought up is that when you are a member and you are part of the membership, you can do what you want with it. You know, you can
Mhm.
really guide it and really dictate what you want to do with it as an organization for yourself, for your community, for other veterans.
mhm.
Yep.
adding activities.
Yep.
You're at the helm.
All sorts of stuff. You know, and talking about like activities and such that, you know, I was noticing in some of the videos, there's stages and stuff that, you know, musicians, you know, talented musicians such as yourselves have played on. So which post has the best stage?
Oh.
Bedford had a really good stage.
But
like,
Bedford had a good
Bova-
stage.
Bova had the outdoor stage, which
Yeah.
was kind of
Oh.
cool.
Yeah. But then
But it wasn't elevated, so I disliked that.
Port Austin had a really good stage too, though. Remember? Up in it was wide too. So the musicians had a lot of space, especially you had a big band and real nice sound system. So there's
Which one was that one? That last
Port
one?
Austin. Port Austin. Post 499. Port Austin.
499.
American Legion.
That's
Port
easy.
Austin is like right on the thumb here at the tip.
Uh-huh.
There's like pictured. I think it's called Pictured Rock. I can't remember, but it's like
Turnip Rock.
Yeah, Turnip Rock. Sorry.
Turnip Rock.
Shows what I know about Michigan.
You knew it.
Well, it's like this rock.
Fraggle rock.
Like this, yeah, it's like a Fraggle rock.
Yeah.
The rock is like an arc, and it has kind of like a,
it's
you
like
know, a little hole in
goes
it.
up back.
It's huge, so it's a big deal, and people go and see it. And like, the lakes are actually really beautiful up there. The water looks like is crystal blue, and it's like being in the Caribbean at some places. And there's white beaches, you know, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and they have a really cool post up there, and it's like away from everything else, and they're like the only thing for like probably a half mile to mile radius around them.
Yeah,
and in some spots, it's all like it's just a it's state land, so it's national park, so they don't. There's nobody there. They're like the only thing there. It's really cool.
Yeah, so you just get like this beautiful natural scenery.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Like a
Love
retreat.
it.
Yeah,
that's what it's all. Yeah, I love that. That's like the Newport Post outside of Harrisburg. When you guys come down, we got to go there because it's kind of like outside of Newport a little bit. It's like 5 minutes outside of Newport, and then you just go kind of into the woods a little bit. There's a barn, and then there's the American Legion, and then golf course.
Nice.
So
nice.
super awesome. So yeah, you get to all the scenery, all the Pennsylvania trees and rolling hills.
That was
you get to try.
Cool. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Go for it.
That was what was cool about West Virginia is like all the rolling hills and like the scenery, because we followed, the ride. So we met them in Canova, and then we went to Wheeling, West Virginia, which is on the West Panhandle of West Virginia, and the Ohio River splits into two right in Wheeling, and part of Wheeling is actually on this little. I can't remember what it's called. There's a certain name for it when there's an island in between two rivers. It's not an island. It's a different name.
Yeah.
It's like, and oh God, I can't remember. We looked it up.
We looked it up.
I can't remember what it is. But anyways, like there is a good like 5 block radius on that like little island. And like this place is, I'm telling you, they have like 100-year-old like minor mansions everywhere that could be renovated.
A riverine island.
A riverine island, I guess. Okay. I don't think that's right, because this is different when it's like a river that goes apart and then comes back together.
River Island?
Yeah. No, it's not a river island. No, I don't know.
You already said riverine.
Isle de River.
How I pronounced it, which is probably wrong.
Yeah, but that place is about to get gentrified. So the post that we went to had this huge field, and it was right next to a creek that flowed into the Ohio River, and it was and they would have fishing contests and stuff like that, canoe races.
Yep.
Nice.
it was really, that one was really beautiful, and like the fog would settle down in the morning.
It was really awesome, really awesome.
Yeah, it was
beautiful. Beautiful.
Got me hooked.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, just gotta try and find that post that speaks to you.
I'm
that
gonna start making some lists here for you guys.
Speaks to your hobbies and whatnot. I mean, you guys.
We need to find some super awesome posts. If anyone knows that's watching, put them down in the comments. Your suggestions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or put in the post that you're a member of, and see if there's other people that are part of it too. So
we spread out our membership between the two of us. Like I have one VFW up in Traverse City I'm a member of, and then I'm a member of the Wyandotte, and then you're a member of Berkeley, right?
No, I'm a member of Wyandotte American Legion.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to fix that.
And then I'm a member of
doubling down on one
VFW.
Okay.
So
we got to spread ourselves around.
Yes.
It's the right thing to do.
It's important. If you move, you're going to want to transfer your membership in paper, so then you get credit. for
Yep.
your post.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that's the other thing, the
All
posts
right.
have the percentage that they're trying to make. So that's why it's important to be a member of your local post.
Not a member at large, right? There's a difference.
Exactly.
I want to double check.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So let's go with. Did we already cover what was one of your favorite activities at one of the posts?
I don't
believe so.
Did you guys? So you guys got to participate in the trunk or treat, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that was an activity. Was that pretty fun hanging out with the kids and stuff and tossing out candy?
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a good. It was
I'm
a good.
trying to think of. I think the ride was the coolest.
I mean,
the activity was definitely the best for me.
Yeah, I mean the ride was fun. Like, I mean, it was definitely. I mean, and it's a 4-day thing, so it was like super long.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, even like aside from like stuff we've done episodes on, like the trunk or treat or the ride, like we've been to many different events at different posts for other stuff like Santa
car shows.
Yeah, car shows.
Yep.
Like Easter stuff, you know, like just general special breakfasts, you know, things like that.
I really like the breakfast.
Yes, the breakfast is the best. We go to the Berkeley Legion and they do breakfast first and third weekends of the month, and it's stellar price, and it's like you just sometimes you just can't finish.
What do you guys normally get for breakfast? Is it just waffles and pancakes, eggs? What?
Pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage.
Yeah, on one plate.
On one plate for like $9.
Stuff French toast.
No, not they. It's pretty standard. There are other posts though that do like a pretty elaborate menu. Like
right.
They have a full like thing going on. You know, there's other posts that don't have any food at all.
Yeah.
Right.
That's another thing.
Yep. And there's again, like, you know, there's so many differences between all these different posts. Like, you know, like some have full blown menus, some only have drinks, some don't have anything, and you can't go in there because they're not open. It's not a public space, you know, it's only for rent thing or something like that. So
only open for happy hour.
Right.
Yeah, but for me, the breakfast and the ride, those are my favorites.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Are we gonna get any more war stories like John Henry?
Oh, we're working
because that was cool.
Yeah.
Do you need volunteers?
I think I watched that one like 3 times. And every time I listened to it, I picked up something new in his story. I was like, "Jeez Louise, dude. Calm down."
I really feel like
it was awesome.
Right.
I feel like the war stories thing is a really great thing. And like the thing was is we hadn't planned on doing war stories when he started talking about that. I mean, he pretty much gave the idea for it because he's just like, "I want to tell a story." And we're like, "All right, let's do it, dude."
Completely unprompted.
Hell yeah.
He just went
That's awesome.
Thing. And like I heard the story already, but when I saw what Dan did with the editing afterwards, I was like on the edge of my seat. And like the cool thing about that is like I think it's therapeutic to tell those things. And then on top of that, like his family has that now for the rest of their lives to go back and watch.
Right.
When you know at some point he's no longer on this planet, you know.
Right.
But and it's so important for him to tell that story because we're not getting these stories and we're not getting good stories, you know. We're not getting them from the sources. So that's what's really, really cool. And I hope we can get more. There was another guy too in Texas, and he just started telling his story, and we didn't have the cameras on. We just started, so we didn't have the cameras on him, and like he just told his story at Desert Storm how he emergency ejected, right?
Yeah, he was a pilot. He was a pilot, and he like went down in the water, and he's a POW. He was a POW for a while, and
they traded him.
Yeah, like it was his whole thing that was spanned over like several months, and like we were like, "Oh my god!" Like,
I don't even think of that when, you know, when we were in Iraq or Afghanistan. I don't know when the last time that you had to think of a POW or, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Besides, it was like early 2000s. I forget what her name was, but she went missing. And then her convoy got lost or something.
I remember.
Or
I remember
her
what you're
truck.
talking about.
I
don't
can't remember.
her name, though.
Yeah,
I
it was
know
either
exactly what you're
Sarah, it's like Sarah or Michelle, I think, one of those. But anyways, yeah, she went missing, and then she was a POW for a little bit. She was a big time story.
Yep, I remember that.
I think I was still in high school at that time. But yeah, so yeah. Well, while we were over there, I never even thought about getting captured or anything. I was like,
Yeah.
No, me neither.
He was
Yeah.
unfortunately unlucky, but he bought a round for the entire bar, and apparently he did it all the time. Too.
Yeah. And then, like, to the point where the bartender was like, "Hey, stop doing that."
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
right.
bite.
Yeah, like she was
we
threatening
need to buy you
right.
rounds. Your tab is
Yeah.
covered for you, not for everybody. I told you were getting free beer, not everybody else. Stop pawning your tab off.
It was great.
So, but yeah, so those are my basic questions. Corey, do you have anything else to ask
I wanted
them?
to say that they're a great watch. I had my kids watching them,
Yay!
Nice.
That's awesome.
and I can't wait for more episodes. Yeah, they're just like I said, they're very consumable. They're enjoyable. It's great.
That warms
Yeah,
my
like this one. Yeah, like so the last post that you did, 10 minutes long. That's you can listen to these, and you can also just sit down on the couch for like 10 minutes. 5 minutes.
you're not
You can
gonna
listen
turn
to a
away for 10 minutes.
5-minute war
It's gonna happen.
story
You're not
Right.
going anywhere for 10
with
minutes.
terrific editing for 5 minutes. It's awesome.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that
15 minutes.
It'll
That was
captivate.
one thing that, like, I specifically
Pull you in.
wanted to make sure that we did was that it wasn't too long, but it wasn't like too short. Like, you know, like
Right.
I wanted to be able, like, and Laura too, like we wanted to be able to tell the story with each of these posts. You know, like
Yeah.
we want to take you on a journey. You know, like this is this post. You know, like and here it is. But you know, just make it fun. You know, and get it out there. So
Yeah, you're not asking them what color paint that they put on the walls, but yet you're not trying to just pump out videos for the sake of pumping out videos.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. We want meaning behind it, you know, and that's
Yeah,
the other
well,
thing. Is,
I mean, you guys definitely found that. I feel like you guys found that perfect, 10 to 18 minute mark. I think is enough to get somebody listening to your intro, because of course you two are characters to begin with, and I don't know if you watch Dan and his intros in the car, he's like, all right, well, I think that was good, let's go on to the episode, and Laura's like, yeah, great one, Dan, great intro, dork. So if you want to see two hams talk for about a minute or two and then get on to their episode, the Veteran Post Tour is a perfect YouTube channel to go to. Perfect couple combination in the car going to a VFW American Legion. Like, so what are we gonna do today, Pinky? We're gonna take over the world.
I love it. I'm Pinky.
The eternal struggle.
I'm the brain. Imagine that.
Well, come on,
Pinky
Dan,
and
we
the brain
knew
right
that.
there.
Oh boy, too awesome. So, well, you guys are absolutely amazing. Dan, thanks again for editing our intro, because you are the voice of the Tar and Feather intro. And
That I am, and you are more than welcome, sirs. Of course.
Yeah,
I was happy
all
to
the
do
support.
it. It was a lot of fun to do too. It let me stretch my creative muscles a little bit, and so it was a lot of fun. I was happy to do it.
Yep. We love seeing all your videos. Trying to I think well, the teaser especially, I find it awesome. You guys found the perfect characters the perfect people. I'm sure it's not hard to find perfect people in a VFW American Legion. Dude, they just pop up in your face, I bet. Like, if you walked into mine, you'd be like, that guy right there. Mullet and a mustache. Let's talk to that dude. Real 5 minutes. We just need 5 minutes of content with this guy. So, but yeah, he's like, people don't even know about us. Like that one guy in the teaser, he's like throwing his hands out. I'm like,
he was great.
He was so great.
I am watching this video after seeing that guy. Nobody knows about it. Nobody knows we're here. Love it.
They do now.
Oh, they're awesome.
He was funny. He was really funny.
Yep, got all sorts of characters just like ourselves. Here we are posting on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, it can be interesting sometimes. Like,
it really can be.
I mean, being a female in this environment sometimes has been quite interesting, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some really stupid shit said to me.
Yep.
But you know, it is what it is, and like sometimes calling and trying to get a post to, you know, do this is really like, it's like twisting arms. You know,
it can be tough.
Yeah, when we didn't have a product at first to show anybody, it was hard, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I'd get a lot of guys like, you know, like commanders like arm wrestling me, like, you know, verbally, like words.
Right.
Verbally with words.
And like, I'm like, you know what? I want peace of mind. You know what, Dan? You deal with this person.
Yep.
You know,
right.
You would take it over, but it is what it is, I guess, at times. And you know, coming into this environment, I guess that's something that, you know, you take on. You're gonna, as many good characters as there are also bad characters. There was the one time that we were trying to find a post to go to, go figure. And we were in Ohio, Southeast Ohio, coming back from West Virginia, and Dan's in the passenger seat, and he's, you know, trying to find a post, calling up, and like everybody's just ringing, and finally he calls one and tell him what she said to you.
I was like, "Hey, are y'all open?" And she said, "Well, I answered the phone, didn't I?" And I was like, "Oh,
one of those."
I'll be right over.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is a happy place.
Yeah.
Well, she was pretty rude when we came in there too.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And so like one of the guys goes, "Yeah, she's not supposed to wear that shirt or something like that. She had like this shirt on." And I'm like, "Well, she should go burn that shirt after today." It was funny.
Was it a smiley face? Was it a smiley face shirt?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
It wasn't a great shirt. Let's just put it that way. It wasn't a great shirt.
Yeah. And he said something like she's always in a bad mood when she wears that shirt.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, like you said,
haven't had my coffee yet.
She changed her mood after that.
Right after that, she changed her mood,
and she was more pleasant. And then the rest of our stay was great. So
yeah, that was right after she made our food and served it to us too. So
yes,
there's that.
There is that.
Yeah, she just wanted you to, you know, the loogie that she spit in there.
Oh yeah. Well, whatever.
Just kidding.
I digested it, so it's. And beyond that,
right?
So.
Tasted like hamburger.
Country fried hamburger.
So it looked like somebody spit in this. A burger. You got a burger for a cop. A burger for a cop.
Yes, it's for a cop.
It's for.
No, I said that's what makes it good.
Yeah. Chef's kiss.
Well, it's funny because my coworker and I were actually quoting that movie earlier today. Different scene, same movie.
Right. Peacock.
Funny.
All right. Well, that was awesome, guys. If you guys have anything, let's plug some stuff. Your Instagram, your YouTubes.
Yes, please, everybody.
Anything else that you guys want to plug? Yeah, how do we find you?
Please follow us at Veterans Post Tour on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. We're not on the TikTok yet. That might happen at some point in time, but no promises. We also have our website, veteransposttour.org. And we encourage everybody to follow, watch, and if you feel so inclined to, please donate. We have PayPal, Venmo, and it's all to help spread the word of veteran service organizations like the American Legion, the VFW, and AMVETS. So thank you all, and please check us out and let us know what you think and share it if you think it's cool.
Absolutely. And we're gonna put all that information in the description too in this video. So if you didn't quite catch the rundown of Dan, in the description will be all of their information.
Let's get these guys viewing some new posts.
Yeah. Let's get their subscriptions up to 100. Let's get, and then
regret it. You'll love the content.
Donate a couple shekels to the cause,
Some shekels.
Some shekels.
Yes, please. Thank you. Yes.
So that they can make some extra trips outside of their Detroit, Michigan bubble, and so we can see more content, more facilities.
Yes.
Exciting
thank
stuff.
You.
These videos are tremendous. The editing's perfect. We can hear you perfectly. The visuals, like I said, it's like you're almost in 4K watching these videos. They're nice, crisp. They look great on my 52-inch screen in the living room, or 55. I forget how big it is. It's huge.
No.
It's huge.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, yeah, I think that's it.
It was a pleasure.
This is terrific episode. Ganglion, got anything else extra to say?
Thanks for having us.
Just appreciate having you guys on, and let's get you going to some new posts.
Yes.
Woo-woo.
Sounds like a freaking plan to me.
Let's get the word out there.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, guys. We love you.
Love you too.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.